It's time now for the Peter Chill New News Report on this Saturday afternoon, November 14th, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. I have new news at 9. There and the top story at 12 noon here is the latest on the terror in Paris. Here as shortly after 9:45 p.m. on Friday in Paris at halftime of an exhibition soccer match between France and Germany, the players on both teams went to the locker rooms to rest their coaches, who normally would have reviewed the strategies as Paris attacks unfolded. Players at fans at soccer stadium remain unaware. With just 3 candidates left, the Democratic presidential race is nearly as contentious as the Republican polls indicate that Democratic voters are lining up behind Hillary Clinton, who had a strong performance in the party's first debate. President Obama said Paris itself represents the timeless battle of human progress. Germany's chancellor said they know that their life of freedom is stronger than terror. Muslims and their supporters took to social media last night and this morning to condemn the deadly terror attacks in Paris and reiterate their difference between Islamic extremist dogma. Salah family and jihadi China director was too little too late. Washington. The U.S. Supreme Court decision on Friday to hear a challenge to tough abortion restrictions in Texas raised a question about the legal fate of similar laws in more than a dozen other states. Parisians woke up Saturday to a city of shock after one of the bloodiest attacks in French in decades, as schools, museums, and roads were closed after the series of overnight assaults by terrorists left at least 127 people dead. A video posted by Labordi on Saturday shows a glimpse of the horrifying scene of dozens fleeing at gunfire outside a concert hall in central Paris. Vienna, the top diplomats from more than a dozen countries met here on Saturday for talks on ending the crisis in Syria, found to redoubled efforts to confront terrorism after the deadly attacks in Paris. 1 and 2 terminals at Gatwick Airport in London have been evacuated as a precaution following the discovery of a suspicious article according to the police in the UK, as Sussex police said one person was arrested Saturday and a bomb of an army bomb disposal team was in action. Every Wednesday for more than 2 years, Taranda Jones has stood vigil in front of City Hall outside the state's attorney office on East Baltimore Street corner in a freezing dark winter in the southern heat of the summer as Taranda Jones wages long fight for justice in Baltimore. In San Francisco, witnesses described a chaotic scene at the sightseeing bus smashed their cars and construction scaffolding in the heart of San Francisco's Union District. One person was killed and 3 others were injured Friday when a natural gas line in California was ruptured by farm equipment and triggered a massive blaze, fire officials said. The FBI has called to assist in an investigation of the death of an Idaho rancher killed by police after his bull was hit by a car. Washington. China's yuan moved closer to joining other top global currencies in an International Monetary Fund's benchmark foreign exchange basket on Friday after fund staff and IMF chief Christine Lagarde gave the move the thumbs up. Washington. U.S. retail sales rose less than expected in October amid a surprise decline in automobile purchases, suggesting a slowdown in consumer spending that could temper expectations of a strong pickup in the fourth quarter economic growth. Market reports targets plummeted on retail gloom yesterday. The Texas-based JCPenney Friday reported quarterly loss of nearly $137 million compared to what it lost of $188 million a year ago. For a few confusing moments, the first puffs of gunfire, muffled by loud music and raucous crowd of young people, were mistaken for firecrackers as horrified survivors recount the backline slaughter. It looked like a battlefield. Meanwhile, Foo Fighters have canceled the remainder of the European tour in the wake of terror attack in Paris that claimed the lives of 1,000 people, including 118 at an Eagles of Death Metal concert. A windy day on HD 189 733b is never to take lightly as a planet looking about 63 light years away in the constellation Vulpecca has reached 5,400 miles per hour, roughly 20 times faster than anything ever experienced on Earth. Fermi observations suggest possible years-long cyclic changes in gamma ray emission from the plasma PG 1553 plus 113. The graph shows Fermi Large Area Telescope data from August 2008 to July 2015 gamma rays of energy is about 1 million to 100 million. NASA Administrator Charles Bolden warns that too little is being done to remove debris from space, and the issue has drawn plenty of attention this week after an unknown object made an fiery entry in the Earth's atmosphere. New Horizon scientists use a technique called principal component analysis to transform Pluto into running by false code. The first ever uterus transplant that has been planted in the United States, a huge step forward for medicine is a new first that could open up huge new possibilities for barren women and doctors at the Cleveland Clinic are planning. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration said on Friday that approved Box's drug for use in patients with a type of rare bleeding disorder. Concrete, the final 68 people who have been in contact with an Ebola patient was released from quarantine on Saturday, said a senior health official raising hope of an end to the disease in last West African country with confirmed cases. Smokers and public houses better take a few last dragons that the federal government is proposing to ban smoking in public houses, and not just in public areas like lobbies, but also in apartments themselves. Peter Channel News Times, now 12:05. Here on the net is time out for a sports report here. This afternoon, the North Lancers boys soccer team will be in Brockton for the MIA Division III South boys soccer final game against the defending South champion, the Norwell Clippers. So should be a good game. Game is at 3 o'clock at Brockton Asco, so it's going to be a good one here. While the Boston Bruins will be at the Garden tonight at 7 o'clock, taking on the Detroit Red Wings. The Boston Red Sox appear to be loading up for a run in the World Series, while the San Diego Padres are taking a step back from trying to contend, and we are stuck with them tomorrow as Red Sox trade for closer Craig Kimbrell fortifying bullpen weaknesses. Avondale, Arizona, Brett Kelowski faces must-win situation in chase of the Twin Cubbies turned to the pressure into the results last year with a daring move on the way to the victory at Talladega Super Speedway. Featuring two winners. Here, Channel News Time, 12:06, time out for Trevor reporting this Saturday afternoon. Maybe 1:39 on both ends of the Newport Bridge, westbound side, slow, eastbound side, a little slow. 140 on the northbound side of it, so from Route 6 to Route 195 in New Bedford here. On the southbound side of Route 140 in New Bedford here. Mass Pike on the westbound side is so from Charlton to I-84 in Sturbridge, I-84 on the westbound side, so from the Mass Pike all the way to Route 20 in Sturbridge here. Mass back in the eastbound side, so in the Austin Branton tolls here. South Fisher Expressway, southbound side, it's backed up before the Braintree split. South Fisher Expressway 93 in the northbound side, so from Mass Ave all the way up to downtown Boston through the Tipping Hill Tunnel here. 79 on the southbound side, it is sold before Route 195 in Fall River here. 146 on the southbound side, a little sold before Route 99 in Lincoln Redound here. And take a look at the Granite State's looking good, and the main turnback looking good from York to the Augusta Viewport on this. It is a smooth sailing coming in on highways and byways of New England here. And let's take a look at what is going on in the T. Here, the ferries, they are looking good on the subway system. It's looking good. And on the conveyor rail, looking good, except for Haverline Train 1202, 1020 a.m. from Haverhill is running 15-20 minutes late departure from Lawrence Station due to Amtrak train interference. Peter Channel News Time, 12:07 on this Saturday afternoon here, and it is time out for a weather report here, and we're hearing the winds outside. It is howling as for today. We have some most of that guys about 46 degrees, northwest at about 11 to 15 miles an hour, gust as high as 39 miles an hour. So if you are going to Brockton for the North Lancers boys soccer final against the Norwell Clippers, bundle up because it is going to be chilly out. For tonight, most of the got about 31 degrees, west of about 8 miles an hour. For Sunday, most of the got about 34 degrees, west of about 6 to 11 miles, gust as 21 miles an hour. For Saturday night, forecast goes about 39 degrees, west of about 3 to 8 miles an hour. For Monday, South got about 57 degrees, west of about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Monday night, most coast got about 34 degrees. Tuesday, most South got about 47 degrees. Tuesday night, forecast got about 34 degrees. Wednesday, part South got about 50 degrees. Wednesday night, chance of showers after 4 a.m. Most guys got about 42 degrees, chance space in 30%. Thursday, chance of showers, most guys got about 58, about 47 degrees, chance space in 45%. And for Friday, chance of showers, most guys got about 57 degrees, chance space in 40%. Currently, you're not near at 12:08, 46 degrees overcast, guys. Humidity 40%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel News Report on this Saturday, November 14th, 2015. Peter, have a good afternoon, goodbye, attitude. See you for the evening report. Have a good afternoon and go!